One second. All right. And we are ready. We have sound. Okay. Because YouTube be tripping sometimes. All right. And whenever you are ready. All right. You ready? You back. Okay. All right. What's going on? My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. All right. And this is a personal read. All right. First card that come up. Card masculine. And I can pretty much tell you why this card is coming up. All right, so in the midst of you moving forward and getting ready to jump into a new timeline, jump into a new journey that does not require your past, you got people trying to linger on to your future. All right, bliss. They know that you are walking in your destiny. And they know that you are walking in your destiny because everything that was sent, all right, to destroy you, it didn't work. All right, false. They had false hope that something, that they were going to be able to take something away from you. All right, your inheritance, who you are. All right, somebody wanted to manipulate a situation. Somebody's receiving karma, and this is why they're trying to come back your way. All right, evil eyeing. This person could be evil eyeing you. All right, this is a person that you're not even paying attention to. All right, but they're paying attention to you. They see that you're still going. All right, they see that you haven't given up on your journey. All right, but you're investing in yourself more and more. All right, priest is here. They see that you are closely connected to spirit and you are achieving your goals. All right, and this is a problem. This is a problem. All right, because this masculine can't manipulate you because of the energy that you are in. All right, so this person could try to come in on some risk taking, impulsive energy. All right, this person may contact you on social media, or if they don't have your number, they're gonna find a way to contact you. All right, it's almost as if the spell is not working, so let me get closer and check the waters type of energy. But your antennas is gonna go off. Your antennas is definitely going to go off. All right, because you are tapped in and you're following your intuition when it comes to people. All right, and this could be family as well. All right, this could be somebody that you once talked about creating a family with. All right, somebody wants to manipulate something for you. This could be family that's very well coming in. All right, somebody's trying to stop your new beginning, but it's not happening. All right, I see partnership here. All right, hope, inspiration, serenity, faith is here. All right, and nice guy. All right, so this is family trying to interfere. All right, because you're moving to the next level. You could have somebody to try to, somebody's trying to reconcile. All right, and somebody's going through some sort of karma. All right, so just leave people where they had you, which is fucked up. Okay, all right, vitality, positivity, joy, and success. What's going on? Joy and success. All right, high honor. You're being seen in high honor, and this is why something is getting ready to come towards you. All right, this could be very well an inheritance. All right, family, tradition, legacy, material wealth. All right, financial security. All right, tradition is here. Conformability, spirituality and guidance, wealth, leadership, stability, generosity, and security. All right, whatever it was that you was trying to achieve, you did. All right, there's an older man that wanted to see you in poverty. There's an older man that wanted to see you in poverty. I don't know if this is a father figure, an uncle, or a brother. All right, but this is very energy, and they're going through a loss. All right, you have forgiven these people and you move forward, but these people still got you on their damn brain. All right, that's because they can't stop you. They see you in this boss energy. They see you loving yourself. They see you progressing. All right, and they don't like that. But again, that's not your problem. All right, your only problem is staying ready. So you gotta get ready. All right, new beginning is here. New beginning is here. All right. Somebody can no longer abuse you. All right. New beginnings, material prosperity, abundance, and manifestation opportunities is here. All right. Nobody can take away what's for you. You're an earth angel. All right. Your manifestations are coming in. Your manifestations are protected as well. All right. This is going to allow you to move forward. All right. From your past completely. This is what people are concerned about. People are concerned about you moving away from your path. I'm sorry, people are concerned with you moving away from them. The farther you move away from them, the harder that karma gonna come. All right, just your thought, just you thinking about these people, you help these people out on their karma. All right, and so spirit is separating you permanently from these people, and this is why these people are having great big falls because they're not going to be able to come back from this. All right, let's see. New beginnings, inspiration, creativity. You got an offer coming your way, and somebody is pissed off about it. Somebody is mad as fuck. All right. Somebody from your childhood, an op is significant. All right. You could have a lot of people watching you from your past. All right. When you were in childish energy, all right. These people are watching you make money. All right. Using your gifts. These people are watching you love yourself. You said, when is it coming in? All right, I'll see what spirit tells me. Let me get the other cards, and I already know it's gonna say divine timing. Spirit, just like you will never know. You know how they say you will never know the time and day when it comes to your purpose and what God's getting ready to do for you. God's never going to give you an exact time. Let me get my cards. And the reason why Spirit is not going to give an exact time. What the hell is my... Oh, here they go. And the reason why God is not going to give an exact time, because it's the arts of... the art of surprise, all right? It's the surprise that Spirit wants to give you. It's like you're never going to have one up on Spirit. And whatever this is that's coming in, it's not anything little. All right, so it's like you almost got to be careful with the information that's coming. Whatever this is that's coming in, you're not going to be ready for it. All right, so no matter how ready you feel like you are, all right, you should be working on your grounding a lot at this time. All right, let's see. Wishful thinking. Wanting it badly does not make it right. All right. So with that is saying, Spirit is not going to tell you when. All right. And the reason why Spirit is not going to tell you when, because it has everything to do with your faith. All right. And then I got walk away here. Not all choices are meant to be fixed. All right. So, and then it says stand firm. Stop bending. Stop bending to keep things comfortable for others. All right. So Spirit is basically saying, right in the mix of you continuing to clear out your energy and walk in God's purpose, that's when it's going to happen. The next card came out, said healthy timing. All right, this opportunity meets you at the right season. I knew God was going to do that. That's the same thing when I be trying to get exact. Sometimes they want to give you something, and sometimes Spirit know exactly what you're trying to do. All right, the window is opening, but you could tell that the energy is like right there. It's almost like overnight type shit. All right, the window is opening. Now I will tell you this, and because I feel like we are on the same timeline. When I talked about somebody coming back into your life, like literally, I've been saying that for a minute, and that shit just happened maybe like 2 days ago, that a karmic who tried to motherfucking unalive me and all type of shit sent me videos, sent me videos apologizing. All right, mind you, I haven't seen this person since 2021. All right, so for you to be stuck on somebody's brain still, that means that they did some fucked up to you. If you follow, I posted it. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see it. But literally, this motherfucker basically begging for an apology. and just wanting forgiveness. But I don't forgive people who be in their right mind doing goofy ass shit. All right, you know what the fuck you was doing when you was doing it. All right, and if you give certain people grace, then they don't catch their karma. That's not what the fuck we finna do. All right, breadcrumb is here. All right, let's see. All right, then you got stay and build. All right, something is worth tending and not fleeing. All right, so when I feel like something is worth tending and not fleeing, when something arises, when something triggers you, don't ignore it. All right, it's worth tending to those, trying to see why certain things are happening. All right, but again, I see that whatever this is, it's right around the corner. All right, Spirit wants you to be firm in what you feel and how you feel, and be very blunt about what you feel. All right, when it comes to people, leaving no leaving no misunderstandings for nobody. All right, and everything around you is not yours to carry. Everything around you is not yours to carry. All right, so Spirit wants to make sure this is how it's like God is preparing you because it's coming. People been trying you lately. Now, I always say people don't say stupid shit to you unless something is coming towards you. All right. There's somebody who was commenting saying something goofy. As I'm recording on YouTube, and I pay attention to like people who interrupt like people's readings and shit. I know those be the people that really got something coming because to be somebody that want to disturb the message. All right, and that's just like people have been trying you lately, and like Spirit wants you to think about your pockets because you know when you are at a certain level in life financially, you can't move the same way. Cool and laughing. Exactly. And that's what the fuck I've been doing. Like, the shit funny. Like, it's like, you can't touch me. You can't affect nothing. It's like, your words ain't shit, you know? It doesn't mean anything. All right. So you're going to have a lot of people. And then the card that came out says, not yet. Timing matters more than force right now. Timing matters more than force. All right, and then we got crossroads. A choice is asking you to define yourself. All right, so you're getting ready to have some sort of option that you're getting ready to be able to choose. All right, but you got to think about your path. You got to think about your purpose. That's gonna tell you which path to go down. Whatever is closest to your path, and whatever not necessarily makes you comfortable, but peaceful. All right, let's see. Closed door. Rejection can be redirection and protection. And that's the same thing with delays. The delays aren't permanent. All right, so when we feel like things should come in, because I'm in the same boat, it's just not meant for you to have it at this time, and that's because Spirit is clearing some shit out. Whole time, I would have never thought that a motherfucking ex was gonna try to contact me who was still doing spell work on me to this motherfucking day. I wouldn't think that I would still be in this motherfucker's memory. I mean, I do, but you don't expect shit like that. All right, so it's like Spirit is trying to show you what they're clearing out now before something comes in. Whole time, this motherfucker finna get cleared out of my energy. All right, and the same goes for you. You just never know who got you on in the back of their motherfucking mind trying to contact you, who's still in your fucking energy. Who's still in your energy. So, you got to remember things like that too. You know, you don't know what the fuck hanging around. The whole time Spirit got you over doing something else. La da dee dee da, minding your own motherfucking business. All right, but people are still trying to attach themselves onto you, and Spirit is basically using your enemies to take each other out, and then Spirit is going to give you what's yours. All right, the story you're telling yourself. Separate the facts from the narrative. All right, you know what's going on. And as much as we want to push forward and try to change the narrative or speed it up, it ain't never going to happen. Emotional attachment. Yes, see, attachments may be clouding your judgment. All right, so Spirit's trying to make sure there's a complete disconnect. All right, when it comes from, because you got to realize it ain't just your life that you clearing your ancestors' life too. That's a lot of shit that you clearing. That's a lot of shit that you're clearing. All right, have truth. So you're getting ready to find out the full truth about something because somebody's been giving you the have truth on a situation. All right, somebody's not been fully honest with you. Emotional fog. First choice, decide later. All right. Their knowing won't leave. All right. If it keeps coming back, then it deserves your attention, and that's what I was talking about when it comes to the triggering as well. When something bothers you, it's a reason why. All right. Protect your energy.